Hey, Brooks Scholars, welcome back to Remote Learning with me, Mr. Scott. Happy Wednesday to you all. So excited. More and more people on Seesaw submitting work, sharing all of that wonderful work, the writing, the math, the word study, and the reading. It is fantastic, my friends. Please continue to keep that work coming, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's great so far. I'm looking forward to getting more people, getting the entire second grade working on solving these questions, growing your brain, keeping your habits strong. Got a brand new text for you today. Today, we are going to focus on a little nonfiction text. I really, really enjoyed reading this one. I'm so glad that we get to read it together today. I can tell you that it is nonfiction, so you better be prepared to take on a whole bunch of new information. NF, we're going to mark our genre at the top there. Ooh, kind of a funky looking F, isn't it? I don't know what happened there. That's weird. All right, so our big focus today is going to be thinking about timeline and sequence and when things happen. There was an order to this nonfiction text, and I want to make sure that we're perfectly clear on how things happened. So one thing leading to another. It's kind of cause and effect. First, this had to happen. Then this needed to happen. Then this took place. Then that happened. So a lot of ordering. That's going to be our focus when we get to stopping and thinking about our work. Right, no more. Let's jump in. I'm so excited. This is a great story, guys. You're gonna love it. Well, it's not really a story. It's a story of someone's life. It's a real person. It's a biography of sorts. Here we go. Kids in Business. Read all about young chefs and how they have achieved sweet success. The Cupcake Queen. Running a baking business can be a lot of fun. Just ask Taylor Moxie. She's a successful pastry chef from Miami, Florida. And she's only 8 years old. Whoa. Rising to the challenge. Taylor's pastry business didn't start with flour and frosting. It started with a doll. While shopping one weekend, Taylor asked her parents to buy her a doll. Rather than giving Taylor money to purchase the doll, Taylor's father encouraged her to earn the money herself. Taylor had no problem with the challenge. In fact, she had an idea. What if she baked cupcakes and sold them at church to raise money to buy her doll? In order to make the cupcakes, Taylor knew she first needed some money for tools and supplies. Her mom and I gave her a loan of $40 and said she can pay it back, explained Taylor's father. We were confident she'd make $40, but we thought that'd be the extent of it. But that Sunday at church, she made $175 selling the cupcakes. We were blown away. No doubt. Warming up. After the bake sale, everyone expected Taylor to buy the doll she wanted. She certainly had made enough money for it. Imagine everyone's surprise when Taylor decided to purchase business cards instead. The business cards said Taylor the Chef and her father's phone number on them. She began passing them out. This way, future customers could contact her. To her father's amazement, people started phoning him to order Taylor's cupcakes. Oops. But there we go. Yes, paragraph 5, Mr. Scott. Get your act together. Here we go. Sorry. But baking yummy cupcakes wasn't enough for Taylor. She entered a local cornbread making contest and won first prize. Not only that, she defeated experienced adult chefs. One of them, a well-known chef in Miami, didn't know the contest winner was a child until Taylor showed up at his restaurant a couple of days later. Soon after the contest, Taylor became a local star. Suddenly, everyone wanted to know about and try Taylor's scrumptious treats. Even large companies began buying her delicious baked goods. Taylor's pastry business had begun. Wonderful little picture here of the day that she won the contest. It says, Taylor Moxie, cornbread contest winner. Love that picture. Big, beautiful smile. Wonderful. Sweet rewards. Of course, being 8 years old has its own demands. Having a successful, thriving business doesn't get Taylor out of going to school or doing homework. She also likes to participate in other activities. And as a result, Taylor must carefully manage her time. For example, instead of going to play at a friend's house or watching TV after school, Taylor might have to bake a batch of cupcakes for a customer. Because she has dance lesson on some days, she needs to get her baking done on time so she isn't late for class. Another wonderful picture here is Taylor in the kitchen. She's got her baking gear on, using a spatula, hanging out with what could be her mom. A very decorative box there, and some baked goods. Taylor's cupcakes. Taylor doesn't mind these sacrifices, though. Baking may take time and be hard work. Taylor sees it as fun. I think baking is mostly my passion, she says. You get to take your recipe and different people's recipe and add different things to them. Taylor's father says that no matter how busy she is, Taylor always remembers to include a special ingredient in her cupcakes. The cupcakes are made with love. Taylor isn't Taylor isn't creative just in the kitchen, though. She also decorates the boxes her baked goods are packaged in. Taylor uses markers, stickers, and other kinds of decorations to make sure each box looks special for her customers. People love the extra touch Taylor gives to her products. So far, Taylor has earned thousands of dollars selling her cupcakes. But she doesn't keep all of her profits. Part of her money is donated to help people with dyslexia, a learning disorder that her father has. Dyslexia makes it difficult for people to read, write, and spell. Taylor wants others to learn about the condition. A recipe for the future. Taylor wants to devote her life to baking. She may be working out of her parents' kitchen right now, but she has bigger dreams. Someday she hopes to open her own bakery. If anyone can achieve sweet success, it's Taylor Moxie. Isn't that a great story? I love that story. Time to stop and think. What information did we get here? So, to begin with, we were introduced to Taylor Moxie, an 8-year-old girl who lives in Miami, Florida, and she is a baker. And she has not only that, but she has her own baking business. It's one thing to be a successful baker, but if you have your very own business and you're able to make lots of money from it, that's really cool. So rising to the challenge. So it all started with the doll, of course. Okay, so we're going to really think carefully about that. It starts with the doll, and she wants to buy the doll, right? But she doesn't have money to buy the doll, so she asks her parents. And then her parents present her with a challenge. They said, "No, we're not going to give you the money for the doll. We'll give you a loan to help you get started on a different challenge." Right? Taylor's thinking, "Okay, well, I'm going to make money by selling cupcakes. I know how to make cupcakes. I'll bake them." And then I'll sell them at my church. But of course, the problem was that she didn't have any of the materials that she needed to bake the cupcakes. So her parents gave her a loan of $40 and she made the cupcakes. She brought them to the church and she sold them. And they were a big hit. They were very, very popular. Lots of people wanted to buy them and did. And she earned $175. And then what was happening next? Do you remember? That's right. She didn't buy the doll. Instead, she thought to herself, haha, wait a minute, I'm making a lot of money selling these cupcakes. This could be a business for me. And so she spent some of her money, the $175, she spent it on business cards saying Taylor the Chef. And she then passed these business cards out, and they had her father's phone number on them. And her father was amazed because people started to call his phone asking and placing orders for Taylor's cupcakes. So it started to get really, really popular. But then, what happened next in the warming up section? Do you remember? Yeah, she entered that cornbread baking contest and she won. And she beat out other, it wasn't just a competition or a contest for children, anyone could enter it. And she beat out famous adult chefs in the process, which was absolutely fantastic. Sweet rewards. Now, this talked a little bit about how it's kind of difficult, a new challenge of having a really thriving business, a business that's making money selling cupcakes and other baked goods, is of course that you have to balance your time. That's what's a big struggle there because you still have to go to school, you still have to do your homework. Taylor likes to do dance lessons. Excuse me, dance lessons. So she's got a lot of things that she needs to do, as well as being, a local famous baker and baking cupcakes and treats, and then decorating the boxes and sending it out. But she doesn't mind because she sees it as fun. She even called it her passion, which I absolutely love. She takes different recipes and organizes them differently, makes them differently. And the cupcakes are all made with love, her father says. So she decorates the boxes as well. And this is a really special part. She takes some of the money that she earns by selling these cupcakes and donates it to charity to try and learn more and deal with the effects of having a learning disorder called dyslexia, which affects reading and writing and spelling. And then finally, a recipe for the future. In this last section here, Taylor wants to devote her life to baking, and she has bigger dreams because she wants to open her very own bakery. I bet she has. Bet she will, sorry. Excellent. Okay, so let's think about what happened there. There was a lot of different things that needed to happen in the right order. It very much reminded me of the hard work and the self-determination and the focus and all the effort and energy that Bessie Coleman had to put into making her dreams come true. It didn't come easy for Taylor. She had to work really hard, spending a lot of time designing, baking, packaging, selling. So there's just a lot of really, really important events in Taylor's life that led to her being such a successful baker. All right, now here is the deal for today. I am going to read to you the questions and the possible answers, but it's your job to use this same strategy. Now, this is the one that we worked on yesterday. But I want to make sure that we're using that same structure. Okay, name top left, date top right. Then you've got the text, the title, which of course is a Cupcake Queen. So you're going to write that at the top of your page and underline it. Multiple choice is going to be stacked up on the left, and then you can do the 2 short answer questions at the bottom. I had some wonderful examples of people doing this yesterday, so thank you, my friend. It looked great. It was really a pleasure to read, so well done organizing your work. Now, I know this is a fiction story and this is a nonfiction text, but you can use the exact same structure. So let's see what we're being asked here. The photograph next to paragraph 1 helps the reader understand why Taylor works many hours, how Taylor changes her recipes, where Taylor stores her cupcakes, or what tools Taylor uses in the kitchen. Now, that would be this first picture right here. So take a look at the picture, think very carefully about what you're seeing in there, and mark your answer on your paper. Number 2, the word thriving in paragraph 7 tells the reader that Taylor's business is doing well, raising prices, losing customers, or moving to a new city. So you should head back to paragraph 7, think about your answer, excuse me, and then choose your answer, write it down on your paper on the left-hand side. The section titled Rising to the Challenge is mostly about how Taylor first got started with her business, made a lot of money at her church, asked her parents to buy a doll, was able to pay her parents back. You're going to head back to Rising to the Challenge, read through those paragraphs, and then decide which is the right answer and mark it on your paper. Question 5. Taylor informed people of her cupcake business mainly by handing out business cards, advertising at her dance class, calling her father's friends, or talking to the other chefs. Head back and look in I think it's on the first page is where we got information about how Taylor informed people, which of course means to let them know, to have them understand that she has this business. Question 6. What can the reader tell about Taylor from the way she prepares her cupcakes for customers? She likes to sell her baked goods to her friends. She has more fun decorating the boxes than baking. She needs to improve the way she organizes her supplies. She wants to please the people who buy her baked goods. Which one do you think it is? Mark your answer now. Question 7. One result of Taylor's success with her business is that she is able to get her homework done in time for school, donate money to help other people, eat at the restaurant of a famous chef, or help others decide what they want to do as an adult. Again, look back in the text, think it over, and then you can choose what you think is the right answer. 8. The author wrote the article mainly to teach the reader how to make good cupcakes, explain to the reader how to start a new business, show the reader that it is fun to win cooking contests, or tell the reader about the work of a young chef. So, mark those answers, and then we've got the short answers. Now, for the short answer questions, my friends, remember, they don't need to be answered in paragraph form. 1 or 2 sentences is enough to correctly answer these questions. What makes Taylor a creative person? So, how is she creative in her business? What are some things that she does that make her a creative person? And then finally, what is a struggle that Taylor faced after her business became popular? So after it was successful and popular, what happened? Can't wait to see all of your wonderful work, my friends. I will see you back here tomorrow with me, the Ultimate Champion, Mr. Scott, on the world's greatest YouTube channel with all of these second grade teachers. I'll see you on Seesaw. Keep working hard, keep growing your brain. Until tomorrow, my friends, this is Mr. Scott saying bye.